Hello everyone, this is AmberAnkNA here. Welcome to my channel. Well, I play a variety of games and do narrations for fanfics. I'm really hoping you enjoy my content. If you do, make sure to comment below, leave a like, and subscribe with the notifications on. Right, so next time, this is AmberAnkNA. Welcome to my channel. So, hi. Hi, hello. Hello there. Yep, as you're thinking here. This is a special guest. The most important person here. Person that hasn't uploaded a thing. Not for the owner anyways. But basically, a whole fucking month. Literally. A whole fucking month. May tell the last thing I uploaded was basically my recording of, well, my stream of Neo the Wars of the Eel. Part 2 of it. Since I basically bought the full game on PS4. It was on sale. It was half off, okay? Don't blame me. But anyways, we're gonna get enough of this preview dialogue and start up with stuff. Like, the story. And you know the story. The only option left. Chapter 9. We were younger. You know, Master Cheese, you could totally be a Master if you weren't gratefully employed by that kick-ass photography studio. What's the name again? I know it's like a letter and maybe a number or something. Infy is a perfect name, and you know it, hippie. They even have that hella sexy freckled brunette photographer that I'd love to get my hands on. Chloe frustrated smoke and bit her bottom lip as she continued to massage Master's feet while they soaked on opposite sides of the cylindrical freestanding tub. All the upgrades and contemporary interior stylings of the new hometown were part of the reason the girls decided to plant the roots there. She's okay, but I prefer the tall, glorious blonde that runs the business and is amazingly the photographer's muse. She's a damn goddess. Master was glad they chose to enjoy a bath together rather than shower. There was something special and sensual about relaxing in the warm water with the girl she loved. Mass, please. I'm nothing without you. You know that. Ditto, babe. The Mary Cove leaned forward for a slow, heartfelt kiss, then returned to their spots, sourcing the soapy water round beneath them. Oh! Matt's pop up. I've been thinking about writing some new songs. I think we saw those younger versions of ourselves and how that Matt wrote and played a song for her, Chloe. It inspired me. I have some new lyrics rattling around in my mind too. Maybe when all of this is over, I could play for you again. Really? 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 I hate the phone. I hate the phone. I hate the phone! That would be totally amazeballs, love. And I could sit and wonder what I did to deserve your puppet ass. Speaking of ass, Chloe had that look in her eyes that Max knew meant only one thing. Crow, Master, before we tag each other, can we just talk for a bit? You got exactly 1 minute, mean Mass. With fake annoyance, she splashed a hand-sized wave of bubbled water at the love of her life, pattering down on her neck and chest. Then I won't be able to control myself. You gotta get it. I'm serial, Crow. Think we finally near the end of all this crazy shit. Sharon, it'd be up to death to do our part. What do you think about everything? I mean, I'm so happy to be back here with you, and it feels like we finally never have to be apart again, but something big is coming. I just know it. Yeah, me too, love. What Weasel says is true. It's really up to us anymore, anyway. Only hope we can help in some way. We just have to support her. Max felt her masteries begin to move upward from her foot to her calf, and it sent a pleasurable chill throughout her body. That felt good. That feels good, babe. You're trying to make a move on me. Always. Come sit in front of me. I want to massage your shoulders and fill you up against me. Chloe smiled and raised her eyebrows slightly. Max still felt butterflies in her stomach when the gold sold her fastened. They seen and experienced every inch of one another's bodies, but it still felt new and exciting to the younger girl. The way her partner looked at her, she knew Chloe felt the same. The arteries work her thumbs and fingers just below Max's neck, moving from the shoulders to the spine in deep yet tender circular motions. While moving down her back, a hand or two strayed from the paths and ended up in the same spot on the front side. Emily, the freckled brunette, laid halfway down and allowed her eager wife full access to her body. Emily back and up from the spot where she now rested on her lover's chest. As Emily pressed her mouth against Chloe's soft lips, she felt an onslaught around her torso and a hand finding its way to her thigh. Slowly edging inward, the intensity of the playfulness heated up, and both girls passively enjoyed each other for the next several moments. They took turns pursuing one another with a wistful desire and gradually detailed interest into the other's needs and wants. After the bath, the satisfied couple, still riding the high of being back together, helped each other dry off and get dressed. They put on pajamas and snuggled up in the bed, turning on Netflix and wanting nothing more than to hold on to each other forever. Chloe traced her favorite person's whistles while her wife played with her long blonde hair, twisting a soft, still damp strand around her fingers. The new Stranger Things season is up. Love, wanna watch it? Per usual, Chloe took charge of the remote while they searched for a show or a movie to watch. Also, per the routine, the bond was indecisive and relied on her present partner to make the final decision. Yeah, that sounds great, babe. We need to check the emails and go through resumes at some point, too. It's been nearly 2 days since I even thought about Infree. That's probably not a really good thing with running a growing business. On it, boss. Chloe playfully saluted, The Lilies withdrew from the cuddle and sat up in the bed. That's what Wallace says. She obtained the iPad from her nightstand, unplugged it from charging, and then opened several apps to check messages and comments. It was getting dark outside, and with the lights off, the flickering glow from the television and iPhone was enough to illuminate the room. Well, people still love you. Lots of likes, sales, retweets, and upvotes. Quite a few requests through the new website form, too. Maybe now's a good time to look over the resumes I sorted out the other day. We got some interesting and qualified applicants you want to check out, love. Master shook her head and sighed. I know we need to, but hiring other people is so weird. It's been just me and you for so long. Hitting the road and grinding it out for years. This just feels so... I don't know. Walk with it. Or something. Chloe set the iPad on her lap, gently put her hand under her wife's chin, and turned her face to her dresser till the eyes were aligned. The chain in and lightly pecked back on the lips. He deserved this, she whispered after withdrawing from the kiss. Your art and influence should be shared with the world. Everyone we can possibly reach. You're gonna have to release your grip a little. We see some new folks with these you respect and hold them accountable. Plus, we still in this together, dork. That will never change. After a hug and another kiss, Chloe resumed sending through messages. Oh, damn! Buddy sent an email. He's on the road doing this travel blog thing, and asked if you'd like to cooperate sometime soon. That sounds great, babe. Matt's cocked an eyeball up, and one corner of her mouth angled in a quirk, half smart. Actually, he's funny, smart, charming. I think Buddy might be the coolest person I ever met. Chloe huffing quickly snapped her head around, showing a disapproving frown and narrowed eyes at Matt. Besides you? Of course. The brunette quickly added as she snickered into her hands. You know you'll always be my sassy, plump-ass, badass punk. She nods her partner with a playful and fun-loving shoulder. You're damn right. Don't forget it. Never. Although, speaking of you being a punk, I have an idea for a badass Chloe feat to add to the new collection. The former punk circled her body around and centered herself more in front of her bedmate. Her attention had mainly been focused on the iPad, but now was solely on the photographer. You know how Dash has the red street in the front? I was thinking, what if we do a year-long theme featuring you with different colored hair around the country? We've seen blue and green, but I'm thinking we do red, purple, pink, silver, whatever we decide. What do you think? Her favorite person's face lit up, like she just realized she hit the lottery. Dude, I love it! I know you have a thing for my natural hair color, but damn it! I'm really been wanting to dye it again. Let's do it! She grabbed Max's hand and pulled her off the bed, dancing around in the process. Ready for the moss pit, Sakura? Chloe cackled a tender bouncing around the room. Damn, babe! Max giggled as he felt her face warm while gazing at the floor. Feels like a lifetime ago. We were in your room that morning, and as embarrassing as it is now, I did get my first kiss from you. So, not complaining. Plus, I learned how damn good fennel looks on me. The girls began thrashing around the room like they did when they were kids. The speed of the dancing, however, quickly decreased, ending in a body pressed back and forth swaying. They had stroll danced together previously, but only once at their wedding. Max realized it was nice to move in with them with one another like Tino the singular creature. They proved they were connected in so many deep and profound ways, but there was something unique and special about the bond while stroll jazzing. Thanks for the dance, love. Chloe buried her face in her messy blonde hair and pressed her lips down, ending a sucking moose sound that sent a scintillating ripple of energy through Max's body. Come here! Max was playfully pulled by an arm around her waist onto the bed and into a snuggle. The married couple popped up with pillows at their backs and continued examining the contents on the iPad. Chloe held the device as Max watched her open several documents. These are the ones you think it would work well? Max wondered as he studied the resumes and applications Chloe was strolling through. Yep. Got 10 here, and that would be good fits. You just gotta decide if any would be great fits. Want me to show you my favorites, love? Max nodded, and the goal of her dreams began with the list. This first one is a bit of a wild card, but she seems like a total badass. Usually Rose Jones doesn't have any real experience per se, but check out the headshot she included. Her cover label letter says she's been drifting around the country playing her guitar and living a miserable lifestyle. Think about the wall passing you could get out of her. We could train, then send her around the country to document her travels and shit. Could be an interesting new segment for the website, and it would free you up from the wiki boarding stories. Lucy Will Jones, who do you think that is? Who's that character from Life is Strange 2, Episode 2 and Episode 3? If you... I'll give you a few seconds to think about it. 5 seconds. If you came up with Cassidy... Yep, that's Cassidy. That's Cassidy. Yepper. Next, we have Emma Vincent. She's a comic book writer and artist who fell in love with your work and says she loves our story. Currently, photography is a hobby, but she wants to transition to full-time and study the craft under you. She says she's been through unexpected twists and turns in life that were out of her control, but she is inspired by our love and knows we were meant to be together forever. Emma is a big fan, but also a very astute person who will take the role seriously. Who is Emma Vitson? Who is Emma Vitson? You thought of, because if you think about they missing the comic book writer, and what has completely done by this same person. You thought Emma Ricari? Life Strange comic? Yep, it's her. Being referenced. It's her. This is good. Now for the next one, which is a reference to we read something that was written by him before. And it has another story that is connected to this particular story here. But who exactly? We'll see. This next one is a bit different. His LinkedIn profile shows he's the oldest on the list, but his aerial drone work is phenomenal. Jim Wickman is a is a psychologist and engineer who travels in photography. He has 2 daughters, is married, and would absolutely make you proud with his attention to detail and artistic passion for taking photos. It's a nice drums pick of him on Iron. He's local, so we could interview him in person pretty quickly. Jim Glickman. Who is it? Before Jib? That's Jib. He does have 2 daughters and is married. So there, that's the third reference. Now for the last reference, which you would probably catch on real quick on who it is referencing. Last, we have G. Gray. He draws, writes, paints, does graphic art, and enjoys photography. He has some lovely nature photos I think you'll find stunning. His application is professional but also hilarious as shit. Corey handed the device to her partner. If you find Dan, the person that did the profile image for The Only Way Now, The Only Reason Now, the current story doing The Only Option Now, left is Jan. Dan is the one referencing here, getting referenced here. He's the one. So, there's your fourth and final reference for this. These aren't bad. Using her pointer finger, Max trolled through the documents and noted an approval. We gotta find the best fit for what we're trying to do. Thanks for getting these together, babe. They all seem like they'd be open to my vision as well as bring unique professors to the team. So, I will say this, the 4 people that I got weapons here are basically people that Clark is able to have contact with. Clark has been in contact with Emma, the comic writer of Life is Strange comic, Dan, the one that makes the cover art for these stories, Jib, the one that is Clark's beta reader, and yeah, and also Cassidy. Cassidy, though, she's the only one that is set in the actual Life is Strange 2 universe. The Life is Strange universe that is actually basically separate. Cassie's the only one that's separate. Anyways, damn, dude, you always sound like a boss. Masculine, maybe you should start calling me the boss. You're not Bruce Springsteen, y'alls. The channeling began slowly but was emphasis. When Corey saw Max holding her mouth with both hands and wiggling up, she began to chuckle too. When Max noticed Corey's shoulders from trembling and bouncing even though she was trying to hold it in, hers strode to a full-on hysterical laugh. Both girls choked up and found themselves lost in the gap between sanity and laughter. The lovers fell on top of each other in a pile of happiness and pajamas. Finally, the giggle fit subsided and the best friends turned in for the night. They lay so close together they could feel the warm air from one another's nostrils as they cuddled in bed. It felt like an eternity had passed since they were able to fall asleep in each other's arms. Corey drifted off first, and Max found herself operated by the goddess stripping next to her. The girl's natural hair was blonde with a hint of reddish missing, but through the glow of the now muted TV screen, her locks were pale golden and kissed by the sun. She admired every perfect part of her streaming white face, from the outline of her jaw to the angles of her eyebrows. Mouse treasured every breath the girl took in, enjoying the steady, even pace of the air stretching past her natural openings. "I love you with all I am," she whispered, and then bent over to kiss the girl on her cheek. "Good night, babe." And basically, that's the part 1. Part 2 will be next time. Hi everyone. This is Emily 2000 again. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Because, I really did enjoy making it. But, so I hope you enjoyed it. Comment, like, and subscribe with the notifications on down below. Till next time, bye!